Alright, so I got a recent question on one of my videos as to what my favorite micros would be for the holiday season. Because I know a lot of you guys are probably looking for sales and shopping around. And these are the five that I think are going to give you the best out-of-the-box experience. And for me, when I'm buying any kind of a drone, the most important thing to me is the out-of-the-box experience. And then what that means is how much work do I have to do to get this to fly, and if I have to do a lot of tweaking, modifications, additional PID tuning, that's all negatives in my opinion. So I'm looking for is drones that are going to basically buy it, bind it up, make a couple changes to your to your modes to match your transmitter, real basic stuff, and typically I can get up and running and flying in like 10 minutes. And what you see most of the time in most of my reviews is going to be the out of the box flight, not after I've tweaked it. And usually, if those drones fly really well, have good performance, minimal tuning, then these are the ones I'm going to end up recommending. So here are the five that I recommend if you're looking for recent micro that are still available for sale. These are my favorite right now, and it's going to be confusing here. So I took all the parts out of the GTB Cube. This is the GTB 339 Cube from Diatone. Took all those parts out of here and I put it into, this is a recent video as well. This is the Airblade Intrepid Mini, and I thought this one flew great out of the box, but I wanted to use the parts in one of these transfer type of builds. So I do a lot of these as well on my channel. I'll take something that I know flies pretty good and move it over to another frame just to see how the configuration is. And I do a lot of these sort of part move overs. And this is another way you can build. This is like a really fast way you can build. You can basically buy something that you know works pretty well, get a frame that you like, maybe a different frame that you like better, and then move all the parts over, and you can get this kind of a build up and running much faster than trying to build everything from scratch. So I recommend, if you are looking into doing builds, buy something and just move it over to a frame you like. That's a very fast way to get a build up and running. So anyway, this is my this is in no particular order, by the way. So this is just my top five. So the GTB 339 Cube. So that's the first one I'm going to show you. All of these are going to be linked down below, and also I'll have links to all the original review videos so you can see the flight footage, all that stuff in those videos. And we'll move on here to, this is the Beta FPV HX100. This is one of the, I guess, back when the 65mm toothpicks were hot. They're not so hot nowadays, but this one flew great out of the box. So if you're looking for really good performance out of the box, this one was good. I didn't do any PID tuning. I don't think I've touched PID tuning on this one at all. Same thing for the GEP-RC Phantom. Again, GEP-RC does a good job on all their PID tuning. If you want a top-mounted battery style frame, this one is great for that. Also 65mm toothpick style build. And again, I did not do any PID tuning modifications at all. You can see this is out of the box stock, exactly the way it came to me. Flew great. And we're moving on to the Larva-X. Again, one of my favorites here. This is using a 3-bladed 2.5-inch prop. You can also use the 65mm prop as well. And it has a Diamond VTX. Flew great out of the box. I didn't do any PID tuning at all on this one. Just had to bind it up. And this one is the Crossfire version. So if you are looking to go long range or fly far away and maybe some sketchy areas, then get the Crossfire version. I think this is one of the few ones that actually offers Crossfire. And I also like the onboard video recording. You've seen plenty of videos of this on my channel. Again, no work needed to get that up and running. And I have to also recommend the Emax Tiny Hawk Freestyle. This one, of course, the Emax always does a great job on their PID tunes out of the box. This, of course, flew great, and I did the 1S conversion on this one here. I did just a couple of videos on this one. The standard, 2 batteries with the 3-bladed prop. That's the first video, and the second video was the 1S conversion, which I went to the 65mm prop. So if you want to watch both of them, I'll link them both down below. But this one again, yeah, and if you want to fly it stock out of the box with the 2 batteries, the way it comes, flies perfect. And this is another great flyer on out of the box, no tuning needed. Okay, so those are the 5 that I recommend, and then I know that some of you guys are gonna be like, well, what about HD? There's some HD ones out there, and I hesitate to recommend pretty much any of those other ones except for this one here. This is the GepRC Skip HD3, and HD is tough on these little guys because you've probably seen lots of HD videos or videos with these HD micros, and they all have jello, and this one is the one that I think has the least amount. Granted, there's always going to be some amount that of jello. It's pretty difficult to get rid of them all. But this one is, I think, the one. If you're looking for HD micro, this is my bonus recommendation. Technically number 6, but yeah, if you're thinking about HD, this is the one that I would suggest. And again, go and watch all those videos for all those. I'll link them all down below. But these are my recommendations for the holidays. If any of these come up on sale, I will also leave a comment in the pinned comment section down below as to which ones come up as something that's on sale or a coupon or discount. There's also a coupon list that's also going to be linked down in the description, so if you want to see, check that every once in a while. Those coupons are updated about once a week, I think, or so, and they should have discounts for probably more than just what's out here. That spreadsheet's pretty big these days, so check it out if you're looking for anything that's on sale. But these are the 5 that I recommend, plus this HD one number 6. That's going to do it for this video. Hope you found it helpful, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.